Rahim, you could not believe what just happened. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. Literally, it's gone. What? They've taken it all away. I don't really know what to do next. Literally, it's all gone. This is the call I received from one investor. This investor is a very hardworking investor, very young, ambitious, really looking to thrive and do amazing in their property investment journey. But something hit hard during a pivotal time of their renovation. It really hit them hard. It really gets them to be deflated, uncomfortable, and really lost lots of money. That's the call I had from this investor. It's gone. It's really gone. I don't know what to do. What is the next step? It was a difficult situation. It was raining all day, cloudy, drove about 3 to 4 hours only to find out what had happened. You may be thinking, what happened? This is what happened. The investor had a builder. That builder agreed a price to do the renovation works. Verbally, everything seems to be fine. Only for the builder to go the day before the renovation and steal the kitchen and all the materials this investor had already bought to start the project. He couldn't believe his eyes. He thought they've moved the items in one of the bedrooms. He thought it was moved on to the other bedroom. He kept walking around, going left, right and center, bathroom, kitchen, sitting room. Nothing is gone. It was absolutely gone. And he couldn't do anything. Rang the builder. The builder denied, saying he hasn't been to the property, he hasn't taken anything. And he left in this limbo, rang me, dreading on the phone. But thankfully, the neighbors had the CCTV cameras, and the CCTV camera caught him stealing a kitchen and all the materials these investors that have bought worth, I think, about over £10,000. It's all gone overnight. And the worst of all, he doesn't know where the builder lives. He doesn't know who this builder is. It's someone that he saw online, agreed price with, met, obviously, when they were doing the viewing to check what sort of works are required. But there's no backup. There's no really any backup. So the only evidence we have is the CCTV camera. At that point, we rang the police. The police took the CCTV camera and now we investigated to find out what had happened, and then obviously to see how the investor will recoup that money. That's £10,000 gone in a renovation cost. He might get it, he might not get it, who knows? It's left with the police and their investigation. He doesn't just lose the £10,000 that are worth of materials. He lost lots of things after that. What did he lose? He lose the time that it would have taken him to do the renovation costs, or the renovation works rather. The length of time now is going to take to vet more builders, and he's got a heavy bridging loan interest payment to make. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how you could avoid horrible things like this happen to you. How you could avoid your builders stealing your kitchen and material. How you could overcome that, because that would really kill the deal. It will kill everything, especially if you haven't got that money back. So in this video, that's exactly what I'm going to share with you. If you like this video or any of my videos, hit that like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos like this, to ensure that you never and ever have to make mistakes like this. Let's get to it. So in order for, before you start a renovation in a property, there are key things you need to consider to ensure that your investment, your renovation is protected and you're not going to be losing money or people stealing from you. Number one, obviously, we need to get builders, because obviously builders are the people that will be doing the work for us, not us. So the first thing we need to do is to search for builders, as everybody would normally do. These are the platforms. You could go and check a trade, My Builder, Gumtree, however way you want to get your builders, okay? So once you've got your builders, these are the steps you need to take. You've got your builders. Don't go for one builder, two builders. Go for a minimum of 4 to 5 builders. So once you've got the 4 to 5 builders, you can get to the vetting stage. The vetting stage is to understand really who these people are. Are they really builders? Are they really people that you could rely on? Are they genuinely business people? Are they builders, really? So what do you do to vet them? The first thing you need to do is to ask them if they've got insurance. If they do have insurance, ask them to provide you with their insurance. And what sort of insurance would that be? You may be asking. They need to be having public and employer liability insurance. Okay? They need to have those insurance, and they need to be part of a building or builders or tradespeople organization. Okay? They have to be part of that. And then you may be thinking, I should have looked at the reviews online. That's not the first thing you do, because that's already hit you on the face whilst you're looking for them online. But get that information first. Once you've got that information, and then you could then ask for their proof of IDs. Right? I need to get your passport because I'm looking to work with you a long time, not something that I could do with you on a one project that I'm looking to build a relationship. So ask them for their passport. Get that passport. The third thing you're going to ask them is proof of address, because obviously you need to know where they live before they even start your work. This is just to verify, to ensure that you're dealing with a genuine and right person. Now, once you've done these three things, the next thing you want to do now is basically to go and check the reviews online. Okay? What they've done, look at the reviews, read them to understand that they are genuine, authentic reviews. Okay? So once you've done that, right? Also, the next important thing you need to do, here's the thing. If you don't do this, you might as well don't give them the job, because you wouldn't know whether they're going to steal your materials or whether they're going to complete the job in the first place. So the next most important thing you need to do is to literally ask them to give you 3 clients they've worked with, previous clients they've worked with, okay? To get references from them, okay? That's the other important thing that you need to do. So once you've spoken to those clients, again, you don't know whether these clients are real clients. You may be asking. Absolutely not. The next thing you would like to do is to visit them and see where they're working. Visit their actual project, okay? Their actual project, that's where you want to go. Here's the reason why you want to do that. Number one, you want to know if they're builders themselves, if they're doing the work themselves, okay? Number two, you want to see what sort of work ethic they have, okay? What sort of work ethic you want to know. And whether, how does their work looks like, right? Is it a nice finish? Are they doing it really, really nice? And third, most importantly, are they tidy workers? Do they clean after themselves? Does the site looks clean? Are they literally organizing the people that they work with nicely? And finally, looking at that project that they're doing currently, you want to find out whether that project they're doing is similar to what you've asked them to do, right? If it's similar, brilliant. Or if it's more work than what you asked them to do, brilliant. Okay, that means they may be able to do the work you've asked them to do. However, if you ask them to do a renovation in a 4-bedroom house or 3-bedroom house, and you went to see their work that they're only painting and decorating, perhaps it's about time for you to ask a question. If you're doing painting and decoration, and this is a renovation project, really, is that the thing I'd like you to do? Okay? So if you're visiting the project, looking at this project, what you want to do at that point is to compare what they're doing or what they are going to be doing for you versus what they're currently doing. The only time you go ahead with them or consider them is when you know the work they're doing is equivalent to what you're going to ask them to do, or a bigger project. Suppose you're asking them to convert a 3-bedroom house, and you go and you went there and see them doing a conversion. They are doing an extension, for example, right? Or they're doing a dormer, or they're doing a loft conversion. Then you know your project would be a smaller project for them, and they can absolutely do it. Okay? But don't do the opposite. If they're doing painting decoration, or they're just doing a tiny 1 room, a bedroom, right? Maybe you want to look for the other 4 people that you may be vetting. Another most important aspect of it that lots of investors fail to do is what I call specification. Work specification. If you've got your builder, you've signed them on a contract, okay? Verbally, for now. Okay, the next stage of that process is to get a builder's specification, work specification, specifying what are they going to be doing, the exact things they are doing, line by line. You don't want to miss anything. You may be asking, how do I know that if I'm a new investor? Brilliant, I've got a good news for you. If you stay until the end of this video, I'll also be sharing lots of things for you to know exactly how you can get that data. So number one, what you want to do for the work specification is to get them to send you the list of works that they believe needs to be done in that property. That's one way of learning it if you're new, because it gives you all the list of works. Okay? So once they've done that, because you didn't just have one builder coming around, you got few, you'll be doing the same thing for maybe 3 or 4 of them, and then compare the list of work specification they've sent you. Right? Once they've sent those work specifications, compare them and see who've detailed it and who haven't detailed the rest. Okay, because it needs to be detailed, because if it's not detailed, then obviously there are things going to be messed up and they're going to be adding on and adding on and adding on, and your project becomes very, very expensive, and then you realize, oops, it's gone over budget. Okay, make that specification clear so that they're going to be doing exactly what you've asked them to do, and then any additional, then you can go through the list. Oh yeah, this is added, I'm happy to pay for it. But if there's no work specification, they can keep adding on and on and on and on, and then you end up not being able to afford to fix the property or to renovate the property. So work specification is key. It's vital. It's the oxygen of any renovation work or any development work for that matter, right? That's the most important thing, right? So you need to have that specification right? Get them to bring what they need to do, review it, comparing it with the other people's work, and then know where you are with that. This is where mentorship comes in. Suppose you've got a mentor who's done it really lots of times. This is where the experience comes in, because they will sit with you. They would have seen your property on a video or somehow. They will go through the work specification with you and highlight whatever has been missed and going to be added in it. Very important. You don't want to miss anything in that property renovation, because anything you've missed there is an additional cost to you basically. Okay, is this making sense? I hope it is. So get your mentor to work with, or your coach, or someone who's experienced. If you haven't got a mentor, someone who's experienced, for example. Okay, get them to review that specification with you. So once they've reviewed the specification, the next thing you want to do is to send it to the builder. Right? Send it to the builder again. This is the specification. I think you've missed some few things that we've added it. Could you kindly review it to see if we've added all the information there, right? Get the builder to confirm that. Okay, once they've confirmed that, the next stage is to sign a contract. Now, why is the contract important? The contract is important because it's the document that will stipulate how much deposit you need to pay and on what phases do you need to release funds. You can have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, however long phases you want to make it happen between once you've agreed all those phases with the builder, right? And in that contract, the deposit, the phases, and what work required to be done on each phase before funds are released needs to be indicated in the work contract. So once they've said, I need payment, you go to the contract, you've done this, check, you've done that, check, you've done that, check, you've done that, check. Whatever is missing, you stop. I really would love to pay your money, but looking at the contract, you haven't done XYZ. Could you kindly complete that before I release payment? You have to be firm on this. Okay, you have to be very, very firm in order to be able to protect your investment, because this is your investment. This is your lifetime investment. Okay, and then once all is done, then you release payment. But before you release payment, this is where communication comes in, right? They have to be communicating with you consistently, especially if you live in London or you live miles away from your project and you cannot visit it all the time. Okay, get the communication going on a daily or weekly basis. Here is how you can manage that. The one way of managing this is having a WhatsApp group. Having a WhatsApp group with you and your builders and all the people involved to have one platform where to communicate. Now, if the builders are updating you on the building works, do not accept written update. This is important, write this down. Do not accept written update. What you want to accept is a video showing you the work they have done, right? Not a message or photos, videos. And when they're doing the videos, here's what you want to ask them to do. Write this down. If they're doing the kitchen, make sure they can move it to show that it's been installed, because some of them will just whack it on top of each other without kind of screwing it. Ask them to kind of pull it slightly. If they're doing for a skirting board, architraves, these are things that you can cut and put on the wall without even screwing it. Get them to try to pull it out. If they pull it out and it falls down, that means they haven't done it. Okay? If it doesn't fall down, it's been done. Videos will not lie in that, especially if you live in London or you live in a very, very far away from your renovation project. Okay, very important. If they did wiring, this is very, very important when it comes to wiring. They may show you cables hanging, right? Pretending like they've done it. So what you want them to pull it, to pretend like they're pulling the cable. Because if the cable is hanging and it's not connected, when you pull it, guess what? It falls off, okay? And get him to do it in each and every point. Electric socket, electric switch, okay? If they're doing the electrics for you. The same applies when it comes to boiler. Same thing when it comes to plumbing. Get them to, that's what the communication does. That's what the WhatsApp video calls does. That's what the WhatsApp videos, you need to ask them to send you WhatsApp videos, because sometimes WhatsApp video calls is so blurry you don't even see anything, right? And here's the thing, the beauty of this sending videos and pictures, it helps you also track the works, and you can use that as your portfolio as well to say how you'll be able to get a property from a dilapidated house to an amazing house. So you need those photos anyways for your renovations and your mortgage. So very important for you to be able to incorporate that in the communication. So once they've received all these communications and you know it's gone really, really well, the next thing you want to do is to release 50% of it. 50% of it. And ask them, bear with me, I will pop down to come and have a look and see the works that have been done. And the next thing you want to do, basically, if it's every 2 weeks your phases, or every 3 weeks, however way you've set, go and see the project. Go and see the project. Go and visit it. So you know that the videos are also genuine video and they are your properties. Okay? So that's what you want to do. And once you've done that, then you can pay the full amount. And guess what? You're building a trustworthy relationship at that point, because they know then you're not going to mess about. You are a serious investor and you will not going to waste money in anything. Okay, so you release that payment and you rinse and repeat the process, rinse and repeat the process. What I would advise you to do before you do any of these, get someone to guide you through the process. Otherwise, you will lose lots and lots and lots of money. And I don't want you to approach me after I've got the problem, okay? I'd rather you actually do it before you face the problem, because some people contact you when they've got the problem already and then you try to help them, try to sort this problem out. But I really hope this video has taught you a little bit on how to build, how to manage and obviously build relationship with builders in a way that you do not lose money, they don't lose money, and it foster a win-win resolution. Very, very important. I really hope this video has been helpful. If this video has been helpful, hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. I look forward to sharing the next video.